Welcome to the 117th episode of Lalitha Sahasranam Stotra. The ultimate cosmic energy source in the universe, manifesting in 1,000 energy forms, sufficiently small in dose, providing training in the form of Lalitha Sahasranam Stotra. Let us move on. Purushardha pradaa. That is the next Nama. A fully evolved and saturated form of faculties, transcending themselves into dharma, artha, kama and moksha forms. This is an onset of Dwapara Yuga, incarnation of Krishna and Kaali vidya, the eighth form of super soul and eighth form of Das Mahavidya on planet Earth. Thanks to tireless efforts of Rama in Treta Yuga, potency of Earth was restored. Subsequently, the faculties of intellect, discretion, personality and mind of living beings blossomed again and transcended into executable action items in external physical world. These are known as Purushardha, pradaa. The overdraft situation of depletion of natural resources that prevailed in Treta Yuga was resurrected by Rama, and the wheel of Dharma was re-established. It was said in Valmiki Ramayana that Rama resurrected Kruta Yuga Dharma in Treta Yuga. Rationally, this does not reflect a scenario of marching forward, but a backward journey. So why did Rama do this? This can be understood as follows. The uncontrolled overdraft situation, the excess draft situation into future was controlled by resurrecting Kruta Yuga Dharma. This situation is similar to placing speed breakers or traffic signals or cameras to control the speed or checkposts on highways. Otherwise, vehicular movement will be difficult to control. So Rama created a U-turn approach by establishing Kruta Yuga Dharma, thereby erasing the overdraft situation that prevailed during Treta Yuga. And subsequently, human faculties blossomed again due to the match state of karmacharana and transcended into external action items such as dharma, artha, kama and moksha. Once the faculties assume an external form, there is also a hidden danger of losing control or misusing them. So Krishna Avatara is the form that controls the operation of external form of these faculties, known as dharma, artha, kama and moksha, within limits. The tool used for this control is Kaali vidya. The mapping is done as follows. Dharma as intellect, artha as faculty of discretion, kama as faculty of personality or ego, and moksha as faculty of mind. The mind that is unstable and wandering too far into future or past will promote misdeed, intolerance and ill temperament. On the other hand, the mind that is in current invokes the presence of super soul in every karmacharana that is being practiced, such a mind connected to dharmartha kama as external manifestations of faculties of intellect, discretion and personality will bear the fruit of karmacharana or action as moksha. This is the essence of Krishna Avatara. Krishna preached the same thing. However, the practicing or practical implementation of dharmartha kama moksha is like operating on a knife edge. So a slight mishap or a wrong step will make the individual spiral out of control like avalanche, and the circle has to be restarted again. That means from the beginning of Krita Yuga, that is Matsyavatara, Balamukhi, Vidya, etc. The misuse of the order of Dharmartha Kama Moksha formula in the Dwapara Yuga resulted in epic battle. In this epic battle, Kaurava and Pandava went on killing spree. In the middle of the battlefield, Krishna preaches one of the most widely practiced spiritual texts in history, known as Bhagavad Gita. It was filled with 700 slokas, signifying the importance of number 7. Kaurava chose adharma kamacharana, while Pandava chose dharma kamacharana. The dharmacharana strength of 5 Pandavas could not balance the excessive strength of adharma kamacharana of Kauravas. Hence the wheel of dharma collapsed again. Further, Pandava's mind chose to be in the current, while Kaurava mind was oscillating unstably in the past and the future. The participation of neutral elements known as Bhishma, Drona, Krupacharya in Kaurava team reflects the gravity of the situation at the time. What will happen to saturated standstill Dharma Chakra or wheel of Dharma? That is, what will happen to Dharma Chakra that is frozen in time? So what will happen to such Dharma Chakra, wheel of Dharma? What will happen to a saturated fruit or a flower that forms on a tree? A slight disturbance created in 5 elements, the saturated fruit or flower falls on earth and terminates into 5 elements. In Mahabharata also exactly the same thing happened. Krishna was chosen to mediate the truce between Kaurava and Pandava. The ceasefire attempt yielded no result when Duryodhana refuses to allocate 5 districts to Pandavas. That was the minimum they were asking. Duryodhana confirms to Krishna he cannot lose the real estate equivalent to tip of a pin. The disturbance created after the failure of ceasefire attempt by Krishna resulted in epic battle known as Mahabharata, and eventually Kaurava and Pandava killed each other and terminated into the 5 elements, and the wheel of Dharma was resurrected again. Arjuna, who was the dearest friend to Krishna, succumbed to body illusion effect or Maya and was reluctant to participate in the battle of Mahabharata. At this juncture, Krishna preaches Bhagavad Gita and erases the shadow of illusion or Maya effects on Arjuna. Subsequently, Arjuna's faculties were saturated and he participated in the battle in a witness mode. Both Kaurava and Pandava got saturated and were perished, and hence their souls reached proximate to the super soul. Arjuna's soul, which was saturated in subsequent life, he was born as a wild animal hunter. He was well known as Bhakta Kannappa. So Bhakta Kannappa was a reincarnation of Arjuna. In this life, Arjuna's soul further got saturated in Bhakti Yoga as well. Therefore, we can propose a hypothesis here as follows. Those souls whose faculties are saturated after leaving the body will acquire bodies for a bigger cause. And there are many examples to support this hypothesis. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Ramana Maharshi, Jiddu Krishnamurti, etc. They all belong to this category. Majority of Kaurava and Pandava in Mahabharata applied kaali vidya technique and were terminated in kaali. Kaali is the energy form representing termination. A small dose of diet is not sufficient for kaali. Kaali requires a large diet, and hence the battle of Mahabharata, a perfect platform to make her satisfied. Through this nama, Purushardha pradaa purna, padadvaya prabhajala parakrita saroruha re-enters planet Earth. It was mentioned mistakenly in the nama punya punya phala prada that padadvaya prabhajala parakrita saroruha was entered. So through this nama, 45 different Vasikarna techniques entered planet Earth. So it seems Mahabharata was filled with Vasikarna techniques or mesmerizing techniques, hypnotic acts, transfixation techniques, or even seduction techniques. So remaining namas we will explore in the next episode. Thank you.